All right, let's do a quick mic test. Paul, can you speak?
Yes, mic test 1 2.
All right, we hear you right, loud and clear. From Halliday, are we joining from their personal accounts, or are we doing it with your HQ account?
Akshay and Griffin are, looks like they're in the space now if you want to bring them up. I won't be speaking a whole lot, but I'm here to provide support. But Griffin and Akshay are in here, and I'm going to add them as speakers here too.
All right, cool. Akshay, can you run a mic test?
Yep, I'm here. Hey, everyone.
All right, we hear you loud and clear. I guess we'll be waiting for Griffin. Okay, he's right here. Griffin, can you run a mic test for us?
Mic test, mic test.
All right, cool. Okay, I think everyone is here. So, what? Okay, we are 1 minute ahead. So let's start the show. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Everyone, my name is Jay. I am the community lead of League of Kingdoms, and welcome to the AMA. I'm here with Paul, LOK's partnership and marketing lead, and Akshay and Griffin from Halliday. We are here to talk about Drago, Halliday's awesome play and not play now, pay later option, and the promo they're doing right now. And we will be talking about them at the end of the stage. We will get some live questions from the people as well. Now, League of Kingdoms have launched one of the biggest updates, the Drago content launch, about 5 days ago on 31st March. Drago can now finally farm DSA, DST, our utility token, and all of its contents like breeding, chimeric fusion, and etc. all are unlocked. Halliday have been live in LOK Marketplace since February 25th, and now as the Drago contents are live, it seems to be the best timing to highlight the Halliday's payment option and their promo they're doing in their Twitter right now. So, I got the list of questions for both League of Kingdoms and the Halliday here. But before we start, please tell us a bit about yourself and your background. How did you originally get into the Web3 and blockchain industry? Like, what were you doing before? So let's start from the Halliday side. Griffin, do you like to take the stage first?
Yeah, absolutely. So I began my journey in Web3 back in 2017. I worked at a software company, and my mentor originally was sort of a Bitcoin maximalist. And this was also back in the day when I played World of Warcraft obsessively and would engage in trading in-game items. And one day at work, my boss was like, "Look, I see you. You're trading items in video game worlds. You're trading for skins. You value your digital gold. I've been investing in this thing called Bitcoin. You should check it out." And that started me down the rabbit hole. So ever since then, I've been sort of adjacently involved with blockchain until I really dove deeply into the technology in university, where I studied computer science and also did cryptographic research.
Sounds amazing. Yeah, I think this whole scene is a rabbit hole that you first step in there. It's like goes on and on and on, right? All right. How about you, Akshay?
Yeah, so my first foray into blockchain actually was a couple years ago. I was a PhD student in financial econ at Stanford, and I was super interested in studying market mechanism design as applied to financial markets. So I sort of came across crypto as this interesting sort of new financial market where it was a completely new set of rules. It was a completely new set of incentives and models. And so basically through DeFi, because it was just this very interesting new thing. And at first I kind of came across this very skeptically, wasn't quite sure what was going on, but over time, all these new incentive models, everything that was being built was just fascinating. So I got more and more into this space, started viewing this more as, it's the kind of the first chance in 100 years to reimagine what a financial system could look like. So got quite excited about that, and basically wanted to just see what can we do to make financing easier, make financing more accessible, and eventually ended up going to Halliday. That's where we started, not too long after.
Great. Yeah, it's always I think one of the best, very interesting part of being in a Web3 is like having to discover some of the new ways to do some things that we've been doing in the old ways. And I think Holiday is one of the things that was really interested me, made me exciting when I discovered about it. So yeah, let me introduce myself. I was always been an avid gamer, and when I actually first joined the League of Kingdoms team, I thought it was just a gaming company, and then later on, I realized it was a Web3 gaming company. And after I start working here, I start to learn more about Web3 gaming spaces and more the possibilities, potentials, and ideas there, and it has fascinated me ever since then. So, how about you, Paul? How did you get into Web3?
Yeah, I've also entered this crypto scene with DeFi projects back in 2019 20s. And however, when it came to my career, I thought and still think that the game field is where blockchain can be brought very quickly, easily, and think that this field fits best with blockchain and NFTs. So I guess this assumption seems to be proven step by step, and can't wait to see like mass adoption in a few years. And yeah, I think that's pretty much why I've entered this gaming industry in within Web 3. So yeah, thank you for having me, and also Holiday. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, everyone. Now let's go to the questions that we got. Some of them are for League of Kingdoms, and some of them are for holidays. So we'll have the answers from respective speakers for each question. Now, first question was for LOK. How did team come up with the idea for League of Kingdoms? Paul, can you help me answer this?
Yeah. I'm sorry, but like it was kind of lagging. So what was is it? What was the question? Sorry.
No problem. So, how did the team come up with the idea
Oh,
of League of Kingdoms?
League of Kingdoms launched in 2020, and it was the world's first MMO strategy game in Web3 space. And our team is a huge fan of strategy games like Game of War and like Rise of Kingdoms, Clash of Clans. And we believe that strategy games are one of the best fits for Web3 blockchains, and because the genre does a great job in effectively piecing together like various social, economic, political elements, as well as highlighting the importance of digital territories. So our first goal was to build a game that's entertaining and appealing to the gamers, and we've been adding Web3 features one by one when we felt we needed. So I think this is
All right, I'll take it from here. Okay,
go
thank you
ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
for the answer. Yeah, we've been a long way and really excited to expand more. So, second question is also for League of Kingdoms. How should a new player start League of Kingdoms? And can you give us an overview of the gameplay? Okay, let me just take this question. So, for those not familiar with the game genre, the game is similar to Clash of Clans or Rise of Kingdoms. You basically build kingdoms, forge alliances, and compete in the battlefield. For the new players, your primary focus is to build and grow your kingdom. You get resources from farming or hunting monsters, and you build, train, research with those resources. Due to the social nature of the game, it is important to join a strong alliance to prosper. This is actually my number one tip for the game. Find an active and strong alliance. After you join an alliance, you will fight for the throne of the continent in the Shrine War to become the king of the continent. And as an end game, you can participate in the continent versus continent battle, where 8 continents go to war against each other to become the winner and earn local reward. Now, League of Kingdoms is a free-to-play game, and you can start our game on webpage and PC or download an app in Google Play Store or Apple App Store. So that's the rundown of what League of Kingdoms is if you are not familiar with it. Now, let's go to the question number 3 for Holiday, finally. So how did the team come up with the idea of Halliday?
Yeah,
Griffin, you want to take this one?
Yeah, I could take this one. So I mean, over a year ago, we were enrolled in there's a blockchain course at Stanford, and a transaction was chosen, and that transaction was was Axie Infinity. So by this time, Akshay and I were working on blockchain protocols and hacking the space. Brief context there is we met serendipitously at a dinner we both almost didn't go to. So that's the fun part of how we met as co-founders. He sat across the table from me, and we were both into blockchain just intellectually. But we noticed, like, for the first time in history, games were plugging into the blockchain to sort of codify property rights, and we saw real economic activity happening in game worlds. But one thing that struck us was how incredibly expensive these items could get. You have $3 billion of market volume in a game, however, but the average price of these assets could rocket to $300, $400, even $1,000 in a bull market. And one thing we looked at, just looking through world history and current economics, is the idea of credit is essential. Most homeowners in the U.S. are on credit, and we found an opportunity there. We want to help bridge that gap between somebody who doesn't have the money up front to becoming an owner. So that was sort of the genesis of, there's property in games. We're super excited for that. I want to own digital property, but it's very expensive. So we said, how can we lower that barrier? And we've been on this, more than year-long journey of solving that problem of making these assets more accessible for people by letting them pay over time.
It was an interesting time when we got started because, one of the big core values in Web3 is the fact that people can have true ownership of their assets. But, given how popular this was and given how much games were growing at the time, the assets were becoming so expensive that this whole dream with which Web3 was created to have ownership, that was disappearing. So really, at the end of the day, this was just a solution to bring ownership back to the ownership economy, like make ownership possible for a lot of people who might not otherwise have the ability to obtain it.
All right, thank you for your introduction. It's really interesting that we all here have found the value in the Web3 gaming industry in the starts, and I totally agree. It's always helping out the people who might not have access to the NFT or the game or the Web3 space to get them more involved and give them more options to get involved in the scene and in everything. So really excited to hear about it. Now, next question is also for Halliday. So as we learned how you guys started out, so can you give us some more intro on how a player can use the Halliday payment options, and what are the conditions, and what are the some more general introduction to Halliday?
So using Halliday is super simple. If you can go on the League of Kingdoms marketplace on their website and just click any Drago that you're interested in purchasing, and there's going to be an option when you click that. You can either buy that Drago immediately, or you can click the Pay Later with Halliday option. Pay Later with Halliday is a simple flow. It'll just ask you to put in your phone number to log in. You're going to be told, we're going to split this payment up into four equal-sized payments to make it easier, more bite-sized, more accessible, and we'll give you exactly up front, here's what the payments are in size, here's when the deadlines are for the payments, and if it looks good, you just click I agree. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute or something like that to complete the purchase. To purchase it off the marketplace. And the best part, you can start using it right away. You don't have to wait, 2 months or however long it takes to complete all the installments to be able to use it. The moment you check out, you can link it in game to League of Kingdoms, and you can start playing with the NFT right away. Super simple, super easy, and super fun.
Amazing. So next question is also for Halliday. So I believe the coverage is for the US citizen at the moment for the Halliday services. Are there any plan to expand the coverage?
Yes. Currently, the Halliday's Play Now, Pay Later product can only be used by Americans in Americans in almost all states at this point. But we are always curious to see where there's more demand for this and where we can expand this coverage. So, I'd love to see, we're always asking to see, where players want to use this, where we should expand next. So, I'd love to see, especially in the comments section, if this would be something that's interesting to you and you're not US based. Where are you based? if you want to use this, like, what do you think is the next country we should expand to? Always love to hear from everyone in the community.
Amazing. Listeners in this AMA, please share this info to your friends who might be looking into the Halliday payment option and hasn't been access to it. Tell them to leave the comments in the Halliday to Twitter and spam it there that we want this option in this country, in that country, so that we all know where it is popular. All right, let's shift our focus to Drago and answer some of the reason why would you want the Drago. All right, so next question is for the League of Kingdoms, Paul. Paul, can you tell us more about the Drago update?
Yes, of course. So Drago NFT is a dragon-like creature that you can use it in various in-game activities. Like, most important one will be farming DST, our utility token. So the full content has launched on 31st March, and with this launch, our 4 big contents has been launched. First would be, of course, mining DSA, DST token, breeding, chimeric fusion, and minting RSS. And as the breeding has unlocked yet, the community will now supply the Drago to the market, and hopefully there will be people who want to buy the Drago. So one thing interesting about Drago is that it has a burn system as well. So the whole process is called chimeric fusion. So first you can burn your Drago NFTs and extract their souls. Then you can use the Drago soul in chimeric fusion to upgrade your Drago. So this will work as a sync for the Drago NFT itself. I know this is kind of complicated, so Jay had done a great job writing all the details on Medium. So for those who want more details about Dragos, it's always on our Twitter and also on our Medium. So go check it out. And and one more, the rental system will be released as well on the 17th of April. Yes, thank you. So these 4 contents, actually 5 contents, are the like mining DST, DSA, breeding, minting RSS, rental, chimeric fusion. These 5 contents has been launched, and hope you guys all like it. Yes, and also like 4 or 5 more contents will be updated very soon. So hope everybody stay tuned. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Now, next question is also for League of Kingdoms. With the coming updates, Drago will finally be able to breed. Can you tell us more about breeding? All right, I'll take this one. So Dragos consist of 7 parts. Each parts can have one of the 5 elements: fire, aqua, terra, light, and dark. And also each part can determine either it's normal or legendary. And also it decides the appearance, the stats, and all that. So a Drago is a combination of these options of parts, which makes each and every Drago unique. And during the Genesis sale we had last year, we gave the users the option to choose the parent of Drago, and thus having some parts guaranteed to have certain element or be legendary. Now, when the Drago breeding starts, as the Drago breeding is started, it will follow the genetics rule to decide the part. And one thing that I want to highlight is that the legendary part is not inheritable, and it is actually based on luck. So each part upon birth will have 5% chance to be a legendary part. So anyone with like normal parent Drago can actually have a legendary kid in the future. So far, it has been only around like 8,000 Genesis Drago available in the market. But after the breeding mechanism goes live, and we are actually seeing some of the users actually starting to breed, you will find more Dragos populating the marketplace as well. And in the LOK marketplace, if you are looking to find the Drago for your gameplay, or maybe for the gameplay, or for breeding or any other reasons, you can definitely check out the Halliday payment option for it. Now, next question is for Halliday, actually. So I believe there's a promo from Halliday to celebrate the Drago launch. So please tell us more about the promo. Like, who is eligible for the promo? How can we participate? And what do we expect from it?
Yes, anyone who's eligible to use Halliday as a payment option is eligible for this. So basically, most US customers who want to purchase a Drago using Halliday will be able to do this. So I mean, we're super excited for the Drago launch. There's been quite the wait for it, but totally all worth it. We've tried, playing with it in game. It's quite exciting. So in celebration of that, we've announced a promo for Drago users, Drago purchasers. Like anyone who goes and purchases a Drago through Halliday will get $40 off. And since it's in 4 installments, we basically take $10 off each installment that you have for the payment. So say for a $100 minimum purchase Drago, you would have to only pay $60. On top of that, we're also offering an additional $5 discount for anyone who shares that they purchased a Drago using Halliday on Twitter. So definitely, if you are a US-based player, definitely go check it out on the website. A lot of Dragos there are eligible for purchase if you purchase in the ETH-based Dragos. And, take advantage of it while it lasts. I believe it is going to last until next Monday. So, do it. Take advantage of it while it lasts.
All right. Time's ticking, everyone. So if you are interested, please check it out. You can also check about the details in the Halliday's Twitter, and also they have posted the Medium post about the terms and conditions for this promo event. So don't miss it out. All right. I just have a
really
simple.
Quick,
Yeah, sure.
I wanted to let everyone know too. We pinned the tweet here at the top. If you look at the first tweet that's pinned to the top, there's some more info there that you can read about. And what countries we should expand our play now, pay later to next is also there. So please do leave us a comment. Let us know where you want to see Halliday next.
All right, everyone, don't miss it out. Let's go. Okay. Next question is for the League of Kingdoms. So are there any large or exciting updates coming to League of Kingdoms in the next few months? Any addition to the Drago update or new Genesis release? Paul, can you take it?
Yeah. First of all, we're preparing a few updates about Drago based on the community feedback. So definitely that will be working on for next couple months. And also other than the Drago update, we have like a bunch of lot more, so much more to reveal. So one would be this is a brief roadmap, so the details will be uploaded very soon. However, one will be more integration of PFP NFTs in our game. So we'll make it so that you can bring your PFP NFTs in our game as a profile picture. And if you form an alliance with your friends with the same PFP, you can actually get the buff in game. And also, we're expecting some major updates in our game, adding a lot more features, upgrades to the game, which will give our OG players new things to do, and add a more tactical layer to the game. And we're working finally, like we're looking into ways to achieve the interoperability of our NFTs. So one way will be a launch of a new game where you can bring your Loka, lands NFT, Drago, or skin NFTs. So these NFTs will have their own utility in the new game, which will add more value to the NFTs and Loka. So it's still under development, but we are looking forward to the day we reveal more about it. Yeah, thank you.
Right, thank you for the update. Okay, now I think that's it for the questions that we have prepared. So let's move on to the live question time. So audiences, if you do you guys have any questions for both League of Kingdoms or Halliday? If you have any questions, please raise your hand. Right, and also I think we have Halliday HQ as a co-host, so you can definitely pick anyone who raise hands. So anyone, please, come on, don't be shy. Okay, anyone interested in anyone have questions for League of Kingdoms and Holiday? Please raise your hand. This is the time for you to share your questions, concerns, and everything. So don't be shy.
I'll jump in and ask a question. Can you, like, what's next for League of Kingdoms? I know you guys just came off a big launch and there's a lot of excitement around the Drago launch, but where are you headed next? Are you planning any new exciting updates?
I think we did cover that like right before we new games and like PFP integration, those stuff.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm just trying to keep the space going here a little bit. But yes, for
Thank you.
sure. Yeah. Do you have any timelines for like when those things are launching?
We don't have like specific timelines, but we're thinking of starting from May. We'll put put more time for the integration of our PFPs, and yeah. So if there, yeah, it's on May and June. For the 6th tier, and all new features will be revealed on June, July, and more contents with the Dragos will be also launched on that area. And yeah, I just want to add like to the listeners that our game is still 100% free to play. However, if you purchase Drago, there will be much more features that you can actually apply to. So and I see that Drago is the price FP is keep going up, and the breeding is happening right now. I think it's a great time for you guys to purchase or from Halliday, and then explore the upcoming contents in the future too. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We do have 4 you folks. Come on up. You grabbed the mic.
Hi, how are you doing, guys? Here is a Brazilian party. I have one question. How are you have the link for buy this Drago in this promotion? What I need to do for buy, and how I pay this thing, because I didn't get it. If I use my MetaMask or you by my credit card, I don't know. I just lost in the. I just go now in the Discord and I saw the AMA in the Twitter, and I wanna understand how we do that thing.
Yeah, well, just go on the marketplace for League of Kingdoms. Click click the Drago that you're trying to purchase. So currently, any Drago up to a certain amount that's listed in ETH will be available for purchase through Halliday. So you just click the Pay Later with Halliday button, and it will walk you through the entire process. It'll kind of show you the payments, and it'll let you start playing with it. Eventually, what you'll have to do over time, we'll send you an email once you check out with us, and it'll link the Halliday app where you can come in and you can pay in crypto, you can pay in credit card, you can pay in whatever is easiest for you.
Oh, so then if I go to the marketplace and choose the Drago, I don't need to have the amount in my wallet. I can pay later.
Yeah, the whole idea is you pay later, because I mean, if you had the entire amount up front in your wallet, then I guess you could just buy it up front. But you don't need to have that.
Okay, nice. That's my double. It's okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for your question. Now we have one more people.
I think I see Eric. He doesn't have a profile picture at the bottom, raising his hand, or trying
looks
to.
Like
at
he's
least
connecting. There we go.
All right.
Come on up, Eric. How are you? If you're talking right now, you're still muted.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Great.
Yeah, loud and clear.
I had a question for both League of Kingdoms and Halliday. What is your long-term vision for the Web3 gaming space?
Interesting question. Do you want to go first, actually, or Griffin?
Griffin, you want to take this one?
Yeah, I'm happy to take this one. I think this goes back to the founding of the company and the thing that struck us about blockchain gaming, which is for the first time in modern history, well, really in all history, we haven't had video games for very long. You can tangibly interact and engage in commerce on a digital platform. And that sounds pretty foreign when I say that, because if you were to tell me 10 years ago, you could buy and own and sell property in an MMO or in an online game, I wouldn't have believed you, right? Like, we're all used to, if you sell an account, the game developer will ban you, or you can't take any value out of the game world. So I think what we're starting to see is the emergence of truly native, like, digital cities and ecologies and ecosystems. So the thing I always like to say is we're building the first digital New York, and that's going to be this sort of conglomeration of digital city-states such as League of Kingdoms. You know, you guys are actually talking about interoperability, which is incredibly exciting. That is the strict value add of blockchain, is we can start sharing assets between worlds and engage in commerce much in the way that real nations do. So I think blockchain gaming will grow in scope, and it will become a sort of digital civilization that we can all engage in.
All right, amazing, amazing. And thank you for highlighting our interoperability plans. For me personally, I think what's really exciting about the Web3 and is that it has always been evolving, and always a new projects and things are coming in, and we are actually seeing a lot more adoption from Web2 projects actually coming into the Web3 spaces. So in the gaming space, what we are seeing a lot right now is something like tournaments or esports that's getting involved in the Web3 gaming spaces, and we are also definitely looking into integrating into our game, or maybe in the next game. But yeah, I think there's a lot of projects that are evolving, and we will be seeing a lot more new games as well coming out probably toward the end of this year or the early next year. And I'm really excited to see those games expanding the space so much bigger, and really look forward to it. So that's my take for it. Okay. So, thank you very much, Eric, for your question.
Thank you so much.
We've got one more speaker coming up as soon as you're connected here. All right, I can see the Mac. Come on up.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, my question is for the League of Kingdoms. I just wanted to know how soon we can get the Polygon Drago marketplace up and running so we can start selling our bred dragons.
Sure thing. We are there are a couple of things about it. First of all, we are definitely working hard on pushing the Polygon go live on the marketplace. Right now you can search the Dragos even it's in the Polygon, but you cannot trade it. So we are working on opening it in the marketplace as well. And also we are contacting with the OpenSea as well to have our Polygon Drago collection to be listed in there. They used to kind of automatically made a collection for us, and we could just go with it. But this time they somehow didn't do it, and we are actually talking with the OpenSea to get our collections go live there. And if you don't mind, I actually have a follow-up question from this to Halliday. So is there any plan for integrating the Polygon network or maybe any other network to the Halliday payment option? Just came into my mind about it.
Yeah, so we already support that technology. We're cross-chain right now. So yeah, we'll absolutely be supporting Polygon.
All right,
that can be, we haven't publicly announced our Polygon integration yet, so that can be our alpha drop for the night.
All right. Let's keep it between us. Okay, thank you for your question. Is there anyone else having any questions? Please raise your hand. Let's take one more, if there's any. If not, all right.
Great. I think we can wrap up, right?
Yeah. Okay. I think there's no more questioners now, so let's wrap up the space. And so, first of all, thank you everyone for joining the AMA. Hope it was a great time for you all, and hope you learned more about League of Kingdoms and the Halliday. And I think we'll definitely work on more cross-chain possibilities with Polygon as well. So actually, Griffin, Paul, do you have any final words before we close?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for Holiday, including like Griffin. Thanks for joining our, I think, the first hosting AMA in Twitter Space, and I hope you guys. I think you guys are like your needs are there, and I think we're really happy to be part of your journey, and hope we can support each other in the future too. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys.
I'll echo that as well. Super excited to work with League of Kingdoms. Super excited about their game and where this is heading in their community. So thanks to them for hosting this with us tonight. Thanks to everyone for being here, and for everyone listening, definitely give us a follow on Twitter. We're going to be announcing a lot of cool stuff coming up soon. So always excited to share that with our community.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining the AMA, and hope you have a great rest of the day. We'll be closing the AMA soon, so you can leave now. And have a great day, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good one.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.